Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. This is your general tarot reading for the month of February. We're going to look at your overall energy, your obstacle, what's your strength and weakness, and then we're going to end your reading with some advice from an oracle deck. We're going to jump straight into your reading. Let's look at what the overall energy for the month of February for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Jumping straight out, we have 2 sevens, the 7 of cups, the 7 of pentacles. So this is an energy of not knowing like what option to choose, and also kind of waiting around for the results of something that you've been working towards. It's like, I think that with this personal development, this growth that you've been trying to accomplish, that you've been dedicating energy towards, comes more opportunities. And it's like there's tests of faith within those opportunities. There's going to be people, places, circumstances that present themselves to you, opportunities that present themselves to you that can become emotionally fulfilling, but it's going to take you being able to differentiate between the things that are good for you and the things that are just presenting themselves as something that's good for you. Only you can know what's good for you, and only you can know what is going to yield long-term results and kind of align with those long-term goals that you have, the long-term vision. So, you know, and also I think this is an energy of not feeling, like not being able to feel into decisions, or, you know, this is a better way to say it. When you're choosing things and you're choosing things that are good for you, sometimes it doesn't feel good automatically, and you kind of have to wait. It's like choosing to work out is a challenge for people because it feels like pain, it feels like torture, it feels like it's inconvenient, it's uncomfortable, it's all these things, it's challenging. It takes dedication, it takes consistency, and motivation isn't necessarily real. Motivation is fleeting. And so the decision to come back every day and work on that thing that you're trying to accomplish is hard because you're seeking this external gratification from it. You're seeking this pleasure, this reward from these decisions that you're needing to make for your future, and you're not seeing that yet. You're not receiving that feeling yet. And so you can kind of be like second guessing your options, or not knowing how to trust your intuition because you're like, well, I know this is good for me, but it doesn't feel good, things like that. So this is your overall energy for the month of February: making decisions, choosing what's best for you, choosing consistency. You're kind of in the waiting period right now of, you know, waiting for your being able to harvest everything that you've sowed so far. You're still nurturing this thing, and it's kind of taking a long time, and so you're kind of wondering, like, did I make the wrong decision? Should I have chosen an easier route? Should I have chosen to just give up? Like, is all my work for nothing? I'm not really feeling emotionally fulfilled right now. I'm not really feeling emotionally attached to anything right now. Nothing's giving me the gratification that I want, that I feel like I deserve. You're in this, like, this kind of vibe for the month of February. But let's dig a little deeper. Let's look at what specifically your obstacle is. What's the obstacle for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of February? Overthinking. I don't do reversals. Overthinking the success of a situation. So again, you're worried that everything that you're doing is not going to amount to anything, and this is all in your head. And it's also saying that if you continuously worry about the approval of others, and gratification from external sources, then you will always be disappointed, because no amount of happiness comes from external things. It's a choice, and that's like obviously easier said than done. That's it's like one of those things that everyone knows, but it's so hard to truly like grasp and understand that, you know, happiness is a choice and success is a choice. Success is a mindset, is really what this is about. It's like success is a mindset, and you're so busy worrying that you won't be successful that you're almost like delaying your success, because success is a choice. You're delaying it by not believing it, and so you're not acting as if you have it, and so you're not taking the actions to get it. It's almost like, you know, you're just being kept up at night overthinking this thing that you want. And even if you did get the thing that you wanted, I don't think that it will turn out exactly how you want it to turn out, because even though this person is successful, there's this person in the background that's really mad about it. They don't feel like they deserve it. They don't understand why they have it. They don't understand what everyone, like, you know, this could be, you know, this person has achieved something, but the bystanders are not happy about it. It's like the thing that you're wanting isn't all you're making it up to be anyways. So whether or not you get it is like, it is what it is. And that's the kind of mindset that I think you need to shift to, because right now you're worrying so much about how you're gonna get it, when you're gonna get it, what's it gonna look like, who's gonna be there to support you, who's gonna notice it. You could be going after something for other people's attention, which is always not the way to go. That will always backfire on you. But yeah, just worrying so much about this success, how and when and why and where and what is it going to look like, that you're not able to see what you have in front of you and the people you have supporting you right now, and how far that you have come already. That there's something about not being able to even see the successes that you already have accomplished, because you're so focused on the next thing, and when and how and why, and what if I don't do it, and what if I don't get it, and what if I don't get it, and what if I don't get it. And it's like, what if you don't get it? It always is helpful to think of the worst case scenario, and would you survive that? Yes. So, okay, so what if the worst case scenario happens? What if the best case scenario happens? Either way, you're still learning, you're still growing, and there's still lessons and opportunities for happiness and feeling successful in general within the ups and downs of life. Do you get what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and look at your strength in this situation. We know now what your obstacle is. Your strength is King of Cups, Page of Cups. I think that you have the ability to fill your own cup, to fill other people's cups. You are still a lover. You're still a lover of life, a lover of other people. You still can wear your heart on your sleeve, even though internally you're dealing with all these things. You're dealing with not knowing what decisions to make, and are things paying off all my hard work, and just overthinking the success. Even though you're dealing with that inside, I think other people don't notice it, because you have this like straight face, like you're this happy, emotionally well-rounded person who's able to be emotionally available to other people, and who's still playful, and who's still young at heart, and like you are still like a romantic person. You're still able to, you know, zhuzh it up and give off this like vibe that you have. And I think playing into that through whatever this is that you're trying to create, don't forget like yourself in this process. Don't let yourself be bogged down by the, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna get this, I don't know this. it's like you need to remember who you are and what makes you happy and who makes you happy, and be around those people and do those things, and just truly love yourself too, because the King of Cups is in touch with his emotions and he's a leader. So this is like leader mentality and being able to lead others through your stability with your emotions and your creativity. You have a lot of creativity to you, and yeah, just this young, you need to be able to remember how to have fun along this journey, because once we start overthinking, once we go back to this overthinking the success, we can forget to be young and happy and just, you know, enjoy things. Because it's like, you know, a lot of the time, sometimes it's like, if I don't worry, then I'm naive, and so I have to at least be realistic and worry about these things. And all I can say to that is that self-doubt comes along naturally with the pursuit of greatness, or the pursuit of some like righteous thing that you're trying to accomplish, whether that's being a better person or helping other people, or just something that you're doing that for the betterment of yourself and others. When you do that, when you're choosing the hard path, the path that takes a long time, that isn't instant results, what comes along with that is self-doubt, but also, you know, people trying to bring you down as well. So I would just say this is a natural part of the process, and you need to remember to have fun with the process, and you need to remember how to laugh at yourself and how to still have, like, maybe, like, don't put your love life on hold just because you're trying to create whatever. A lot of the times when you meet a soulmate, if you're truly meant to be together, you will elevate each other. You know, you can meet somebody at a low point in your life, like I did with my partner, and we've grown together tremendously. It's like we're not even the same people that we were when we met each other, but we're still in love, and we're falling even more in love with these newer versions of ourselves, and we're wanting to be better for ourselves, for each other. And it's just like this, you know, back and forth of like elevation. And so I would say, don't put your love life on hold just because you're kind of in this, like, you know, whatever type of energy. Make sure that you're still giving to your loved ones, giving to your relationships, and more importantly, giving to yourself, because you can't give to yourself if you don't give to other people. So your strength is your emotional maturity and your ability to still see and be young and adventurous and lighthearted and playful and charming and romantic, and you're just wearing your heart on your sleeve type energy. Let's look at your weakness for the month of February. Self-confidence, and also with the Queen of Wands, she's somebody who doesn't care what anyone thinks about her because she has the cat, and the cat is looked at as like a bad omen or like something negative, but she doesn't care what anyone thinks because she loves her cat. So it's like being so confident in yourself that you just don't care what it looks like to other people, what these belief systems that you have. And determination, willpower to move forward. So your weakness in February, something that you need to look at that isn't like a defining thing about you. This isn't something that defines you, this weakness that I'm talking about. This is an area that you're forgetting about within yourself, or you're ignoring, or you are just not aligning with. You're identifying with some sort of victim mentality when it comes to this. This is what your weakness is. So this isn't something you should identify with. This isn't something that you should be like, yes, that I'm weak in that area and that's just the way it is. I'm telling you this because I want you to see what you're not paying attention to. So what you're not paying attention to is believing that you can do it, having self-confidence that you can do it, and doing it no matter what duality that you face, because the Chariot card here is the most fast-moving card in the tarot, and it's, these sphinxes or whatever they are going they're going opposite directions, and somehow the chariot is still going straight, and the person who's sitting there in the chariot doesn't have reins to control the ride, to control the sphinxes. It's pure willpower to move forward despite duality, despite opposition. So really believing in yourself. You have this inner confidence that you haven't allowed yourself to tap into for whatever thoughts that you're thinking, and whatever, oh, I'm confused, I don't know, and what if this? That is diminishing the inherent confidence that you have as a person deep down. So really looking at that and looking at your willpower, because if you look back on things in your life, you will see a circumstance where you've overcame some sort of duality through your confidence, your self-confidence, not caring what other people thought about you, and just determination, and keep moving forward no matter what, and also a little bit of a surrender to the process. Let's pull an oracle card to end your reading. What's some advice that Leo can take with them in the month of February? See beyond the past. So this card is about, I'll just read the passage for you really quickly, but it's about the ugly duckling. The fable of the ugly duckling tells of a baby swan that nested with baby ducks. All the ducks made fun of little swan for how different he looked. It made him feel inherently not good enough. Little swan compared himself to what a duck should look like rather than the own nature of his true self, a swan. Sadly, little swan began to assume the identity of ugly duckling. As time went on, little swan grew and became the most beautiful black swan, and some would even say more magnificent than the common ducks that bullied him. This card is the story of what happened to Black Swan as an adult. Reflected in the water is his heartbroken child self. Despite how gorgeous Black Swan became, he suffered from severe shame and feelings of unworthiness. He could not see the glorious truth of himself. He became crippled by the delusion that something was inherently wrong with him. He believed a wicked distortion that diminished his worth. He was utterly unaware of his captivating beauty and could honor neither himself nor the gifts the great mystery bestowed upon him. He became obsessed with outside validation and compared himself to other winged creatures. The ugly duckling finally woke up to his true self as the beautiful black swan and asks you to do the same. Swan's medicine asks you to accept that you feel insecurities, but do not submit to them. Whenever you feel small, it is not reality. It is the old story and the programming that brainwashed you. Please wake up to the illusion and honor the Great Spirit. Honor what Great Spirit gifted you, the gift of yourself. No one in the world is like you. Own that you are a rare miracle. I hope that you guys like this reading. If it resonated, let me know how in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.